All right, this is episode number 49. 49, almost at 50. That was my goal. That was my goal back in February, is to get 50 by the end of the school year. Almost there. All right, today's video, I was thinking my favorite looking autograph. Now, Mickey Mantle's got a unique autograph. Joe DiMaggio's got a simple autograph. Puckett's got a nice autograph. There's one modern player that I think has one of the coolest autographs. Is Jose Fernandez. Now, if you don't know his story, you'll learn about him in this video. He was my favorite pitcher probably in 2013, 14, 15, 16. I found it interesting that the friend that I knew from Rochester played minor league ball with him. He played minor league ball with Marcell Ozuna and Christian Yelich. So I was following his journey through the minors, looking at stats of my friend. So when he came up to the majors in 2013, and he won National League Rookie of the Year, he posted just huge numbers right off the gate at 20 years old. He had a WAR of 6.2, I think, his rookie season. But I'm going to show you just some of his cards, some information about him, because he was on track to be one of the greatest pitchers of all time. Now, I will say he was also one of the most disliked players in the league, just because of, some would say, kind of his cockiness, you would say. Okay. Now, I do got to say, he kind of set the tone for, there's a lot of current Major League Baseball players that some might call it showboating, might be cocky, but with him, you definitely saw the love of the game. He loved his fans. He was appreciative. Those are the things that I liked him as a player. This was an issue from 2011 Bowman Sterling. So he was drafted in the first round by Miami in 2011, and that was my first year teaching. And then he played in the minor leagues, and he went 14-1 his first year in the minor leagues. And then he came to the minors in April of 2013, Rookie of the Year. Here's his Gold Cup card from 2014. Here's some of his Prism cards. So the second year of Prism was his rookie year in 2013. You can see on the back, 14-1 in the minor leagues, the 1.75 ERA. Crazy numbers. Okay. This is what made me think of that video. So, baseball doesn't exist. This came up as a recommended video. What really happened to Jose Fernandez? It's a 30-minute video. Very interesting. 500,000 views 1 week ago. So what really happened to Jose Fernandez? If you're curious, if you're interested in what happened to Jose Fernandez, watch that video. I often go to Baseball Reference to kind of check out stats. But the WAR that he accumulated in his short career, 4-year career, 14.2 for a WAR, 2.58. He didn't have any seasons under an ERA of 3. So born in 92, in Cuba, he tried 4 times to leave Cuba to make it to the United States. And if you leave Cuba, you go straight to jail. So by the time that he was 15, 16 years old, he was in jail twice. He was on a boat trying to get to America, and his boat tipped over and he saved his mom's life. And all this in the video if you're interested. Just kind of summarizing some stuff from that. So he made it in 2008, I believe. And then he went to high school in Tampa, Florida. He came at 15, 16 years old, knowing no English, nothing. He graduated with honors, and then was drafted, and then played right away. Now his journey came to a screeching halt in 2016. After 2 days after pitching one of the best games of his career, he was out with some friends in Miami off the coast, and then he was in a boating accident, a fatal boating accident, where he was driving and 2 other passengers passed away. He invited Marcell Ozuna and Christian Yelich, but they both declined because they had a game the next day and he didn't pitch the next day. But in this, right after it happened, I think the next game they canceled, but the game after that, and one of the most remarkable home runs that I can think of is D. Gordon. He's like 5'6", D. Gordon, really fast, but not a power hitter. He had 0 home runs on the season. He hits a home run and just is balling the whole way around. After that, I think Don Mattingly was one of the coaches back then. Barry Bonds was one of the batting coaches. They made a big statement saying they're going to make a monument for Jose Fernandez. They're going to retire his jersey, all that stuff. Nothing happened. News came out that he was under the influence of narcotics and alcohol. So then nothing really was commemorative for him. Nobody has worn his numbers since, but I find his story so fascinating. It started with the idea of just his unique signature. I'll show that again. Very unique signature. And then following his journey in the minor leagues, just seeing him dominate the major leagues his first year. But one of the things that I was just looking at, seeing more information about him, he was 26-1 at home. Home record when he was pitching in Miami, 26-1 with a 1.47 ERA. That's pretty fascinating. But yeah, that's a short one. Just thought it was curious, and I highly recommend watching this. It's very interesting, 30 minutes. You feel for him. You wonder all the trauma that he was through, 0 to 16. You wonder if that influenced addiction in his life. I know one of the fathers of one of the people that died said if he was alive, he'd be in jail by now. And that's possible. Kind of the cycle of trauma, how it affects your choices. As a teacher, you feel for that. But all right, that's it for this video. The next video I'm gonna do is I'm gonna share a video where I'm gonna share my P.O. box and introduce, I'm hoping that people can write some fan mail because I wanna give some cards away. So I'll introduce that the next video. Thanks for watching, see you next time.